everybody, it's me, Miss You, and what I wanted to do today was show you how to get around creating a hexagon or a pear-shaped cam. These cams are difficult to make because in order to do the tangent constraint, you need to have only one surface. So how we're going to do it is a workaround, and we're going to do front, and I think I'm going to do a hexagon. So first I'm going to actually define the variables. The main variable that we want to do is I'm going to do add a variable. The variable is D, its length, and my D is going to be 2 inches. Okay, that is my nominal diameter, and it is defined. Okay, now that I'm looking at the front view, I'm going to go sketch, and I'm going to create a hexagon, and my hexagon, I'm going to go the first one and inscribed, although it doesn't matter, and I'm going to select the center, and I'm going to create a hexagon. There it is. I'm going to line it up with, I'm going to go do the constraint, the coincident constraint with the axis, and there it is. It's nice and straight. I'm going to dimension it, okay, and from the top to the center, I'll go from the top to here. Let me go back one. Again, coincident constraint. I'm going to make it a little bigger so it's easier to dimension. I'm going to go from the top to the x-axis, to the origin. There it is. And that's going to be E divided by 2, because the whole diameter is 2, and now we have half the diameter. Okay. Once you have it, it's fully defined. Instead of extruding right away, what we're going to do is we are going to use the spline function to kind of do an outline, and then we will extrude the spline function. I'm going to show you what happens though. What happens when I extrude this right away? I get what looks like a perfectly beautiful cam. The problem is each of these sections is considered one plane, and you can see it with the line over here. That means when we do the tangent function, which allows the cam to follow, that allows the follower to follow the cam, it means that it won't work. So now we're going to go back. I have my front view. I'm going to go to sketch. I'm going to go to spline. And I'm going to go around and get as close as I can. I'm going to start right here. And we're going to create one surface. So the first part is easy, but as soon as you turn, we want to do a lot of little circles. Now, it does mean we're not going to follow the hard strict rule of 2-inch cams. Now, I've seen people get even closer, which is probably better. So I'm even going to get closer. See how close I am? There we go. Okay, and the more dots you make around the corners, the better your corners will be. And I'm trying to do this quickly so you don't have to watch such a long video. And there. So I just finished a spline. I have a hexagonal shape-ish. I'm going to next take my solid lines and I'm going to convert them to construction lines. Whoops, that didn't work. Okay, so now I'm going to select a solid line, turn it to a construction line. A solid line, convert it to a construction line. A solid line, solid line, convert it to a construction line. And we're going to do this for all 6 sides. Excellent. So our sketch is done. Obviously, it's a little bit bigger than 2 inches for nominal diameter, but you could kind of see that what happened there. You could kind of see that it's a hexagon. Okay. Of course, the more dots you do, the smoother the transition is. If you see this one compared to this one or that one. So I'm going to highlight it, the whole thing. Then I'm going to go to extrude. I'm going to go to 0.25 and I go check. So not perfect, but pretty good. I'm now going to create the hole for the cam. I'm going to select the surface. I'm going to go sketch. I'm going to go to this is a good one, the square right in the middle. Okay. And next I'm going to, first I'm going to constrain it so all the sides are equal. If this is equal to that, that means I only have to do 1 dimension. And I have a square, 0.25. Excellent. And now I'm going to extrude the square. So I'm going to go to extrude. I need to pick my surface. There it is. And I'm going to remove it. And let's see how it, I want it through all. There we go. So let's look at it isometrically. And it looks great. A little, you guys could, I'm sure, could do a better job, but it will work for our simulation.